I picked up a strange stone egg. After going home, I pried it open with a small knife. Inside it was glowing blue. I froze in place. Just as I was about to fully open the shell, I heard my mom calling me. I had no choice but to leave first, leaving the strange egg where it was. At night, I suddenly thought of that egg. When I rushed to the room, only 2 empty shells were left on the ground. I searched in panic. Finally, I found a dinosaur-like little creature in the weeds. I tried to reach out and touch it, but the next second, maybe it was hungry. I cut a piece of potato and threw it to it. It happily started eating. When I got close again, it no longer resisted. It even came closer on its own, but its appetite kept growing. Soon it ate all the food at home. I noticed its body was a bit cracked, so I poured some water into a bucket. Unexpectedly, it became extremely excited, rolling in the water non-stop. I secretly kept it in the bathtub and named it Crusoe, but soon it was discovered by my uncle. I had no choice but to tell everything. My uncle told me it would grow bigger and bigger, and sooner or later it would not belong here. He suggested I release it back to nature, but I didn't agree. That night, Crusoe suddenly disappeared. I searched anxiously and found it had run to the pond. Facing a group of fish, it jumped into the water and devoured them excitedly. By the time I arrived, it had already grown much bigger. I finally realized this place could not hold it. The next day, my uncle and I took it to the lake, but it refused to leave for a long time, until my uncle threw a piece of potato. It hesitated and swam into the water. I stood by the shore, watching it disappear into the water. A few days later, I heard that familiar call again. I rowed to the center of the lake and shouted its name loudly. The water was calm. Just when I thought it would not appear, a huge figure slowly surfaced. Crusoe had become a 30-meter-long water monster. I jumped onto its back. It carried me racing across the water, as if expressing the joy of reunion. But this peace was quickly broken. An officer discovered it and reported the news. Soldiers quickly surrounded the lake, setting up weapons to attack. I tried desperately to stop them, but no one believed me. Shells fell. Crusoe was completely enraged and began to fight back against the intruders. Everything went out of control. I rushed into the water to stop it, but accidentally slipped into the lake. At the moment I was sinking, Crusoe quickly dived underwater and saved me, but the army didn't stop. We were forced to the end of the lake. Ahead was a huge iron net. I knew this was the last chance. I guided it toward the farther sea, but Crusoe stopped, as if saying goodbye to me. When I returned to the boat, it suddenly sped up and rushed toward the iron net. Everyone thought it was impossible, but the next second, it leaped out of the water, breaking through the barrier and disappearing into the distant ocean. Do you like this kind and brave water monster? Please comment.